Aloha folks, my name is Spoons and welcome back to another episode of Box Office Chat where we take a look at what happened at the domestic box office and see how well each movie did and where they landed. So let's get started. Number 5 is The Nightmare Before Christmas, which made $577,000 this weekend. Much like Hocus Pocus, it's a Halloween classic that was re-released into theaters, and people want to get into the Halloween spirit, bring their families to revisit this timeless classic, even though they can just do that on Freeform, but you do what you want to do. And it's been in the top 5 for the past few weeks. It did well last week and it's doing well this week, but I feel like we won't be seeing Nightmare Before Christmas for much too long after saying how October is almost over and Halloween is coming up soon. But hey, at least it could say it was in the top 5. Number 4 is Tenet, which made 1.3 million this weekend, which adds to a domestic total of 52 million and a worldwide gross of 340 million. So it seems that Tenet's run at the top 5 domestic box office is coming to an end, and while it may not have been the big financial hit that Warner Brothers and movie theaters were hoping for, at least it could say that it was able to cross over the $50 million mark during these crazy times, and that it was able to stay at the top 5 for this long. Number 3 is The Empty Man, which made 1.3 million on its opening weekend domestically, and worldwide it is at 1.4 million. And honestly, I can't say I'm surprised as to how well it did. This is basically in line where I thought it would do, and I'm pretty sure not even Disney is surprised, seeing how they released the first official trailer just a week before the movie came out. Not like a commercial, like the first trailer a week before the movie was released. So yeah, can't say I'm surprised, but we'll see if it can have some strong legs. Maybe word of mouth might help, but then again, they didn't really advertise it that much, so. Number 2 is The War with Grandpa, which made $1.9 million this weekend, which adds to a $9.7 million domestic total and a worldwide gross of $12 million. So it's about halfway. Well, what am I saying? About. It's halfway there on making its initial $24 million budget back. And just like Unhinged, I think it'll be able to make its budget back, but not be able to double it, as while it's still this number 2 movie in America, it is declining and making less and less money this weekend. So, and with stuff like The Croods coming out next month, I'm not sure if it will have enough staying power. But then again, we don't know for sure, so we'll see what happens. As it is still the number 2 movie in America, which is still pretty good. And like I said, it'll make its initial budget back, so that's something. And finally, let's talk about the number 1 movie of the weekend, and that was Honest Thief, second weekend in a row, which honestly surprised me last weekend, how it was able to top War with Grandpa and become the number 1 movie last weekend when I said that it would open to number 3. But it was able to have a repeat number 1 opening weekend with 2.3 million this weekend, adding to a $7.9 million taken domestically and a worldwide gross of 10 million. I am unaware of the budget, but it can't be that expensive. It's a Liam Neeson movie. Again, I am really impressed with how this movie's doing. Even in a pandemic, a friggin' Liam Neeson action thriller can be the number 1 movie in America is nothing to laugh at. And even though these aren't the most mind-blowing numbers in the world, it's still very impressive, and I'm curious to see how well it does in the future, how good its legs are. But I have a feeling its streak of the number 1 will be declining very soon. But again, nothing to laugh at, and very impressed. And those were the top 5 domestic box office results this weekend, but we're not quite done yet, as we still got another week ahead of us and a new movie hitting theaters, and that is Come Play. This is a new horror film about the AI or something. Not really sure. I've seen a couple promos for it, but I think it can do in 2020 terms fairly well at the domestic box office. It might be able to defeat War with Grandpa or Honest Thief to be the number 1 movie, as like I said before in this video, Halloween is literally upon us, like this weekend, and I have a feeling that many people will want to get scared and into the Halloween spirit, so I think this could definitely do that for some people. As for its legs, I'm not sure, seeing how, again, October ends after this weekend, and I don't think people will be in the mood to be scared after this weekend, so we'll see. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Box Office Chat. What were your guys' thoughts on the domestic box office results? Were you satisfied? Were you unsatisfied? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all social media links right there. And until next time, guys, stay sharp.